Hi everyone, this is Tim. Today I want to cover something that I think we all think about: sharing a photo still image from your video footage. I'm going to show you a number of examples of how you can do this on your Mac as well as on your iOS device. So let's start with the Mac. So right now I have Final Cut Pro open and I have my current frame selected. On the timeline, I'm going to go up to the share icon and then select Save Current Frame, and it's going to save that picture of that frame in the dimension of the video project. So in this case, it is 4K, so the image will be 4K. Okay, let's move on over to iMovie. With iMovie, I have the same video footage on the timeline. I have my frame selected, and I'm going to go over to the share icon once again. Only this time I'm going to select the image icon. By selecting the image icon, it will save that frame to your computer as a PNG file or JPEG. Let's scroll over now to two screen recording applications. This one is Camtasia, and Camtasia does the same thing. So with this frame selected, I go to Share, and then I go to Export Frame As, and that option will save that current frame as an image as well. Now let's go to ScreenFlow. Again, same thing, because video editors make this easy. So with this frame selected, I'm going to go to File. And you'll see there's an option down below, Save Frame. When you select that option, it will save the image to your library. In all cases, it will save as the same dimension as your project. Now let's not use a video editor, let's use something more fundamental, the Photos app. With the video file open in the Photos app, you can just hover over the video and look for the player, and then you look for the settings icon that's on the player. And then choose the option Export Frame to Pictures. When you select that option, it will save that frame to your Pictures folder. Now let's go ahead and move over from the Mac to iOS device to see what our options are there. Okay, in this example, I'm going to use my iPad Pro, but any iOS device will do. I'm going to start with video editors like I did on the Mac, starting with LumaFusion. With LumaFusion, you can save a photo still very easily from your video footage. So with the frame selected on the timeline here in LumaFusion, I'm going to select the share icon once again, and I'm going to choose the option Snapshot. When you select Snapshot, it will save it to your Photos library automatically. Pretty simple, right? Next, I'm going to go to another video editor. It's called Movie Spirit. Movie Spirit essentially does the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and open this project, and I'm going to double tap on the video, and it's going to bring up a menu of options. And what you're going to look for in Movie Spirit is the pictures icon. It's pretty much right in the middle of the menu. Select the pictures icon, and it snaps that image and saves it to your library, but it also gives you an option to insert that still image into your timeline, but I'm not going to do that in this case. Another video editor that's really good at doing this is an app called QCut Pro. So with QCut Pro open, when you double tap on your footage in the timeline, it's going to bring up a menu down below. And when that menu is open, what you're going to look for is this icon that is an eye icon. When you see the eye icon, you just simply press on that eye, and it just snaps and takes an image of that current frame, saves to your photo library. Pretty simple. So those are three options when using video editors that fairly easily allows you to save your current frame to as a photo to your photo library. Now moving beyond the video editors, another way to do this is to use an app that does this specific function. In this case, I'm going to choose one that does it really well. It's called Video to Photo. So with Video to Photo selected, you bring your video footage into your project, and you'll see that the footage is set up like a sheet of film. And you just swipe through your frames until you find the frame that you want. You can also use the slider down below to go a little quicker. When you swipe with your finger up and down, it just goes through the footage incrementally until you find the image you want. Once you're happy, you select that image, and then you save that image to your camera roll. Same logic still applies. Whatever the size of your project is, that's what the size of the image will be. But in this case, you do have the options to go in and customize the cropping of the image as well. So there's a little bit more of a customization option in Video to Photo. So those are a bunch of options that you can use to save your video footage to a photo still image reflecting the current frame that you're using. Seems pretty simple, but some of you may not know that these things exist. Nice options to have. My name is Tim Brown. Thanks for tuning in. to another episode. Check me out next time.